Welcome back, Truck Sim fans, now for something slightly different. The challenge today is, can you cross France from Strasbourg to Brest in one game day on a Vespa? Well, not quite a Vespa. This model by Marion is called a Faggio, which actually translates as beech. That's beech tree, not beach, where the sea and surf is. That, of course, is Spadja. However, here we go. I'll leave you with some music, a few comments along the way. Sorry I couldn't license anything by the Jam. This is as near as you're going to get. Enjoy the ride. One thing you'll notice is I am actually going quite quick, but this is presumably within the speed limit for motorbikes on French autoroutes. Obviously the game is set up to think that I'm still driving a truck. And as we get to one of the very, very many fuel stops that we'll have to make, you'll see that I am actually still filling up with diesel. More on that later. Promise you more on that later. Here's one of the first fuel stops we're going to be making, and when you're driving a bike like this with a very, very small fuel tank, aka the fuel thimble, you realise that you will never ever drive past a fuel station. You'll always fill up. We haven't driven for very long. How much fuel is it going to use? Look at that, 26 litres already. This is the route. We're going all the way across here. The route snakes around quite a lot because I'm trying to hit those fuel tank points, and ends up at my garage over in Brest. Back on the bike, get it in gear, and off we go. Forget to check before you pull out. Anyway, that's enough of this. Let's speed things up a bit more. Right, now there's the next fuel stop. I mentioned before, we're pulling off to the same fuel pumps that you use when you're a truck, so this is diesel. A diesel powered scooter with 150 brake horsepower on it. Unusual, yes. How much have we used? Mm, 41 litres, that's about 2/3 of a full tank. Sorry, thimble, no tank. Check over the shoulder, make sure it's safe. Do it again, you can't check more than enough times to make sure you don't pull out into the side of something, especially on a vulnerable bike like this. Time to speed things up again now. Let's move. A little bit further down the road, first turn off here to Liège. Now we're probably about a quarter of the way through, but turning off the autoroute onto some more twisty, nicely curving, twisty roads that will let us enjoy what a motorbike's all about. I know it's a scooter, but you know, you get the idea. However, before fun, fuel. This is a bit of a theme, as I said. It's always going to be fuel on this game. Another 2/3 of a tank. Let's go. Using my mirror there, I could see there was nothing coming. Now along this road, twisty as it is, we use the advantage of being on two wheels to make progress. There used to be an old advert in UK papers that ran the line something like, "Free with every motorcycle, you." And that certainly is true. Look at this. Nipping through any small gap. Oh, there's a dreaded warning. You're running out of fuel. The pump has gone red. I'm keeping that reduced information panel on the screen there so you can see that. There's a lot more that time needed for the full tank. Still, check the shoulder. Make sure no cars are coming out. Check again, make sure there's nothing on the autoroute, and then press on. Yeah, I know. Eagle-eyed amongst you will notice that I'm actually sitting on rather a lot of time at 74 miles an hour. That's just under 120 kilometers an hour. Probably a bit too fast for a scooter in real life, but I'm pretending this is a motorbike. Pulling off here. What for? More fuel, of course. Very few fuel stops on this route are going to be made away from the highway, but this is one of them. Let's have another quick route check. We're in Paris by now. We've only got this small route to go down there, past Rennes, and then on into Brest. Okay, check shoulder again because you don't know if something's coming through the fuel station, and then hit the highway. The peripherique. good. Although it's slightly quieter, there isn't the usual normal tussle between Renault 4 and Citroën 2CV, arguing for right of which lane they're in, with giant buses and auto carry articulated lorries and so on. Let's see what this bike looks like from the outside. It's dinky. Another point where we use the advantage of the bike. If you notice there, hard braking, that bike was snaking around. Oh dear, another fuel stop. Well, let's see how far we get on this one. Again, use the advantage of the bike. Whoa, past them all. Now, back on the autoroute again. Another toll booth. Very beautiful scenery. I'm sorry it's passing so quickly, but this part of France is full of it. It's nice. And here we are again, another fuel stop. Only a small amount this time, but like I said before, you never pass one by. And I'll just pull slowly past this truck with an advertisement on it for this very channel. Now, looking in the bottom there, the fuel pump is red. Oh, we've run out of fuel. What do? Well, actually what we do in this case is we knock it down into neutral and coast. I'm going to check over my shoulder to see if it's safe to pull back in behind the truck. Yeah, and I'm going to coast to the next fuel station. Now, I have a choice. Which one to go for? The one up near 1 or the one up near 2? You saw them there. I got to the one at 2, which was the one I was meaning to go to anyway. It did take a while, slowing down a little bit, but this bike does freewheel quite a long way. As you see, it's now raining. So the whole world has turned into some sort of mad, dangerous version of a Monet painting. Still check the shoulder, and then let's go. So, not too far though. Here's another fuel station. This isn't so much a journey as a tour of France's fuel stations, punctuated by a short bit of road in between each. Check it's clear, and up we go. Oh, no need to get to another fuel station. Look, Brest and Roscoff. Our turn off is upon us. We must be getting near the end. What time is it? Oh, it's 7 o'clock in the evening. We started off at 5 o'clock in the morning. So this has been 14 hours so far. Oh, but there's always time for more fuel. That was a very nearly full tank as well, so that was just in time for that stop. Now, here's our next pull-off. Well, why would I be going to Roscoff? Could it possibly be that I'm stopping for more fuel? Seems likely, doesn't it? Likely, but wrong. I picked up a few bumps along the way, so I'm actually stopping at the garage to repair the bike. Anyway, but while I'm here in Roscoff, might as well get more fuel. Yep, 2/3 of a tank. do the last stop before we get there. The life-saving glance again. This is the home stretch. We're heading into the sunset, heading west. Just after 9 o'clock. Slowing down our journey somewhat, although not in speed obviously. Still keeping that going. But let's get the mood a little bit slower. Check our shoulder. Whoop. Oh. You see what I mean about picking up a few knocks? See a sign on the sat-nav that says our end is soon to be with us. The journey is nearly done. Look at that gorgeous sunset. I blame a few of these wobbles that the bike's making on the fact that I'm now sat in this saddle on this scooter, buzzing away down all these roads for an enormous amount of time. It's well over 16 hours. I think anyone would agree. If you were in a saddle of a motorbike or scooter for that long, you would probably come off it chair-shaped and in need of a medical attention, chiropractor, something like that. Yeah, we're starting to hit the speed limit signs at the edge of town. Feels good to answer that question though, doesn't it? Can you make it across France from Strasbourg to Brest in one game day? And this little journey has proved it. Yes, you can. It will take you 16 hours, 40 minutes or whatever this has taken, but it is possible. I don't recommend it in real life though. However, we arrive at our destination with a big grin, probably full of flies stuck to it because we've been smiling all the way, and in need of a well-earned rest. Destination reached. There we go. Thanks for watching.